Ever feel like you're fighting that weight loss battle with yourself? Well, if you do, you're not alone. Celebrity trainer Jillian Michaels says that losing weight relies on something many of us don't really understand. It's called metabolism. And Jillian's here to tell us about that and her new book called, appropriately enough, Master Your Metabolism. Good to have you.
Thanks, pal. Good to see you again.
Awesome to have you back. So let's talk about first the whole idea of metabolism.
Right.
We hear the word used, people who want to speed it up, people who say theirs is slower. But I don't even really understand what is metabolism.
Many people don't. And you'll put that question to them and they'll say, I think it's the way that my body burns calories. But in essence, that's what your metabolism, one of the things your metabolism does, but your metabolism actually is your biochemistry. And you can dramatically affect the way your metabolism functions by the way that you eat and the way that you live.
We're going to dive into those details in a moment. In your book, you say there are 3 steps to having a healthy and, you love the adjective, hot body, right?
It doesn't suck.
No,
it's not a bad adjective.
We all want a hot body.
Come on.
3 steps. What are they?
Number 1 is remove. You want to remove all of the toxins and the poisons from your environment and from your food because that's what's damaging your metabolism and your biochemistry. Then you want to restore all of the power nutrients that boost your metabolism, build up all your good fat-burning hormones. And then you want to rebalance your life, the way that you eat, the amount of sleep that you're getting, how you're eating, when you're eating, the amount of exercise you're doing, and how you're doing it because those things also play a huge part in stabilizing your hormones.
Sounds like a tall order, but I know you break it down step by step in the book. But let's talk about genetics.
Right.
Are we born with a bit of a disposition to metabolism, for example?
Everybody's genetics are definitely going to be different. So what it will require for someone like me to be healthy and thin is definitely going to be different than someone like yourself, tall, skinny person that you are. I'm not bitter about it though.
No, not at all.
But the bottom line is that your genetics are not static. They are dynamic, which means that you can have a huge effect on the expression of your genes, again, by the way that you live and the things that you eat.
By the way you live, and exercise, you say, is a big part of that exercise can stimulate the metabolism.
Without question. It is not actually an exercise book because I could not shoot one more exercise index.
Right.
Last year almost killed me. It is a diet book, but I do make reference to the fact that exercising as part of your lifestyle does boost your fat-burning, muscle-storing hormones. So it releases a lot of what's called anabolic hormones, hormones that shed fat and maintain muscle mass.
Okay, and they're all natural, stuff that's already in our body.
Exactly.
We're talking about 2 key components, you say, to the metabolism altering, which is lifestyle and food.
Right.
So let's talk about food.
Okay.
All right, so how does that play a part?
Well, certain preservatives in your food, chemicals, artificial sweeteners, artificial coloring, preservatives, all of that stuff goes in your body and it damages your natural hormone balance. And it can be any sort of toxin from the hormones that they put in meat that's not organic to plastics that you keep your food in that create something called a xenoestrogen in your body that can make you not only fat but can give you cancer, ages you prematurely. So detoxifying your food is critical. And then there are foods that are going to restore your metabolic function. So for
That's
example,
what we want to know. Tell us about those.
Again, we could spend all day, and that's why the book took me a year to write.
Yeah.
But a perfect example, cortisol. A lot of people know this hormone as the stress hormone. It makes you store belly fat, very, very bad for you. Well, vitamin C is a nutrient that is really effective in inhibiting cortisol levels. So you want to get a lot of vitamin C in your diet.
Okay.
Now, insulin is a hormone that dramatically drives down human growth hormone. Human growth hormone is a hormone that burns fat and maintains lean muscle, and it's an anti-aging hormone. So when we avoid processed carbohydrates, we help keep insulin levels low and HGH levels high. So just a little thing, food for thought. A couple of things to think about, little tip of the iceberg, if you will, but
food for thought, food in our daily lives. We know the basics, but even more so when we're talking about metabolism in regards to skipping meals, specifically breakfast. Still the big no-no, right?
Absolutely, because what happens is when you skip breakfast, your body then releases a hormone called ghrelin. And what that does is it says, hey, we need to eat. We're hungry, we're really hungry, and this is why when you skip meals, food will actually taste up to 25% better because of that hormone, and your eyes become bigger than your stomach. People will gorge on things because they become overly hungry because of that hormone, and you're impulsive. Your willpower is significantly lowered because it's like, oh, I haven't eaten, I'm starving, and you'll grab anything that's around because your body is releasing that hormone. So we want to keep that hormone down, and we want to stabilize blood sugar and release a hormone called leptin, which makes you feel more full.
Okay.
And that's why when you eat a breakfast, in particular with high fiber foods, you release more leptin, you won't eat as much.
Bottom line, keep it natural, keep it healthy.
Yes, and keep
Boost
it
the
balanced.
metabolism.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for everything. Great tips. If you want to learn more, you know what to do. Pick up her latest book, Jillian Michaels, Master Your Metabolism.